it's not only about whether or not you like the room, it's very much also about whether they like you. Hello everybody, how are you doing today? So let's talk about part 2 of how to start your life in London. Last week we talked about how to find a job. Today we are going to talk about how to find a flat and what different landlords and agency types and websites there are, and hopefully I can help you. So there's really 2 ways of how you can find a flat in London. I guess when you first arrive on your first day and you do not have a flat yet, you're probably going to live in a hostel or a hotel. So how to find these, I'm sure you guys know. Airbnb is a really good app or website, but then otherwise if you just go on booking.com or anything like that, I'm sure you'll find a hostel or a hotel to stay in. But I guess at some point you want to live here a little bit more permanently, and then you're going to have to find a flat. Cheap, warm, no mold, and probably as quick as possible. So like I said, there's 2 ways. You can either go via an agency or you can do your own flat hunt. So let's do the agency side first, because actually that's what I've done most of the time. The good side is all you need to do is call up an agency in the area that you've chosen and ask them what kind of flats they have available in your size, in your price category, and for however many people you want. They will probably help you. They will offer you a few that they have available in the area, and you do need to be really quickly at viewing them, and probably also make a decision during the viewing of whether or not you want this flat. So you're gonna have to be really quick, but the good thing is they will find it for you. They will sort of contact you with flats that are available, and you kind of have the security there. However, you're gonna have to pay an agency fee, which can be a lot. It doesn't have to be a lot. I normally used to pay about £200. However, my friend Anya, who I'm sure you remember, she said it can go up to sort of £600. And I guess when you first arrive in London, £600, even £200 is quite a lot of money. So see if you have that money. If you want to go through an agency, then you can do that. One of the things I really like about going through an agency is you normally find flats that are completely empty. So it's better if you're a bigger group, or if it's not only you, if you're maybe coming with 2 or 3 of your friends, then going through an agency is better or good, because they will find you empty flats that you can kind of move in and, you know, spread all your stuff across all the different rooms. Whereas if you're going through and search yourself, it's more likely you're going to find rooms for just yourself and not your whole friendship group. So it depends a little bit what you want to do. The other side, like I said, is how to find a flat on your own, which websites, what to choose, what to look out for. I have always used back in the days, and also Anya recommended me recommended me for me to tell you, you know what I mean, to use Easy Roommate. Easy Roommate is a website that probably everyone in the UK has used at least once, and it's really good, and you can find rooms there on your own. You kind of come up with a profile. It's like a Facebook profile where you upload a picture and a lot of details about yourself. Are you a smoker? What job do you have? What do you need? What size bed or room do you want? Do you want to pay weekly or monthly? And sometimes even further, like what music taste do you like, what movies do you like, and all of this. So you create that little profile, and then you basically go about finding a flat. It can work one way or the other. So you have that profile, you can say, I'm searching for something, and if you're lucky, people contact you with rooms. Less likely, of course. More likely is that you're going to search through all the rooms in that area that you've chosen, and then you contact the people. And this is where it gets a little bit complicated, because it's almost like a job interview. You're going to contact those people and you're going to say, look, I like the pictures of the room that you posted. This is me, this is my profile. Can I come and view the room? They will probably say yes, unless they already don't like the look of your profile. But then when you go there, it's, like I said, it's a bit like an interview. So it's not only about whether or not you like the room, it's very much also about whether they like you. So you're gonna have to be yourself, be super natural, you know, don't try and hide anything, don't try and overcompensate who you are or how exciting your life is. Just be yourself, and then you'll hopefully be fine. But again, I've never had to do this, which is good, but Anya, my friend, told me that she has had situations where she thought the kind of meeting went well, but the other people who were already living in the flat actually said to her, no, sorry, we've chosen someone else because we like them better. So it can happen, so just try and be yourself and don't be disheartened if you don't get the first room that you chose, because that can happen as well. There's something else I want to mention for when you search on Easy Roommate or any other similar website. It confuses people sometimes about the landlord. So the landlord is the person that eventually owns the property. When you go through an agency, what I mentioned in the first part of the video, the landlord 99% of the time doesn't live in the flat. So he lives somewhere else and he kind of helps you if you have issues. However, if you go through Easy Roommate, it's very likely that the landlord, so the person who owns the property, lives in that property already. And that is a really good thing. You might think, oh no, but I don't want to live with my landlord because, you know, I don't want him to be here when I, you know, have a party or something like that. But it's not like that. Normally these are young professionals living in London, so I don't know, 30-year-old people who have bought this flat and are now renting out a few of the rooms to people who, you know, kind of want to move in and then have a flat and a room. And that's really good, because that means if your landlord, you know, lives there and eventually of course becomes your friend and likes you and invited you to live in his flat, he will take care of everything immediately. So the cleanliness and, you know, the fact that everything works in the flat is going to be really important to him. So it's actually a really good thing. Anya told me to tell you that that's something you should look out for. Of course you don't have to have it, but if you can have it, then that's really good. I'm sure there's also experiences that people have had with live-in landlords that weren't good, so if you want to comment below, in general it should be a good thing. But then again, if you have a landlord that doesn't live at your home, like me and my housemate Antonia, then, you know, it doesn't mean that that's a bad landlord, because our landlord is also really nice. So try maybe have a chat with that person as well before you move in. The final thing that you're probably all wondering is, how much am I going to have to pay? I did already make a video about money in London and rent prices and all of this. I'm not going to go into detail. The only thing I can say probably is that the average you're going to have to pay for your room monthly is about £700 to £800. So I hope that didn't shock you. You can go cheaper, of course you can. If you want to share a room with someone, you can go cheaper, or if you want to live on the outskirts of London, sort of zone 6 or so, you can also go cheaper. But if you're coming for the full experience, living in zone 1 is impossible, but 2 or 3, and you want your own bedroom with a double bed, you're probably going to pay £700 to £800. So I hope this was helpful, together with the video that I made last week. And I have said this last week, but I do want to say it again. I know how scary it is. Don't be scared if you've already made the move to come to London and to kind of follow your dreams, then you are halfway there. So go for it, be brave, you know, come to a viewing on time, make sure there's no mold hidden under the bed, and make quick decisions, because flats in London are very, very popular. Thank you very much for watching. Any further questions, comments, horror stories, positive stories, or any other websites that can be helpful, do put them down below. I am trying to answer any questions and I'm looking forward to hearing any of your stories. And that was the second part. Part 1 is in the card and probably also below and on the site somewhere. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and please follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Hype. And I think that is it for this week. Goodbye.